There's something haunting about a story that never dies. A hashtag that refuses to fade. With Meghan Markle, it's an hashtag ever just about what we see, it's about what we're not allowed to see. For years, the official narrative has remained clean. A hard-working actress meets a prince, falls in love, and faces the wrath of a rigid monarchy and a brutal press. It's the fairy tale that turned tragic. But some insist that's just the surface, and the real story. It's been buried under layers of PR spin, NDAs, deleted files, and strategic silence. This week, that silence cracked. An old screenshot, dated 2016, resurfaced, and sent the internet spiraling. The message came from a man named Adam Hound. Not a celebrity, not a royal, but someone from Meghan's alleged hashtag past. The screenshot shows him messaging Meghan's now deleted Twitter account, casually inviting her to Yacht Week in Croatia. The tone was light, even friendly, but the implications are anything but, because to the world of online sleuths and royal trackers, this wasn't just an innocent invite. It was a clue. A fragment of a larger puzzle they've been trying to solve for years. One that suggests Meghan's rise to royalty wasn't accidental, but orchestrated. The term yacht girl gets thrown around a low #T, dismissed as misogynistic gossip by some, treated like open secret by others. But when you hear it enough, in enough places, from enough unrelated sources, you start asking questions. Why does this keep coming back? Why does it never go away? And more importantly, why is everyone so afraid to talk about it? Let's be clear. There's no photo of Meghan on a yacht in Monaco clinking glasses with by #Lionaires. No video of her stepping off a private jet with oligarchs. But what we do have are whispers. Emails. Screenshots. Posts from deleted accounts. Comments from insiders. Unnamed sources in European circles who all say the same thing. Before Meghan met Prince Harry, she was already orbiting around power, and wasn't by chance. Behind the glamorous photoshoots and red carpet events, Meghan was a regular at Soho House, a private club known not just for exclusivity, but for its power connections. It's where producers, celebrities, political donors, and royalty cross paths in dimly lit lounges where phones are banned and deals are WHISP'd. According to multiple reports, Meghan wasn't just a guest. She was on the list. Introduced by Marcus Anderson, the gatekeeper of Soho House Toronto, a man known for connecting ambitious women to influential men. Marcus, some allege, was instrumental in bringing Meghan's #Oza to that elite circle, and perhaps even closer to Harry. But what if Marcus wasn't the first? What if Meghan's connection to British royalty didn't begin with Harry, but with Prince Andrew? Yes, the same Prince Andrew who's been exiled from public duties over his own disturbing associations. It sounds far-fetched, but rumors Meghan may have crossed paths with Andrew at private events before she ever knew Harry. Yacht parties, charity galas, off-the-record functions hosted by European elite where cameras weren't allowed and guest lists were never published. A source close to the London club scene once said, "There are overlaps. Quiet honest, you wouldn't believe how small that world is." This opens a dangerous question. What if Meghan was already known to the royals long before the public knew of her? If that's true, it undermines the very foundation of the Sussex love story. It turns a chance encounter into a slow-burn network connection. And it suggests that when Harry met Meghan, introductions had already been made, through people, places, and possibly motives that have never been disclosed. And this is where things get darker. Remember that German documenter Why? The one that promised explosive revelations about Meghan and Harry's timeline, only to be delayed, redacted, and released in watered-down form. Behind the scenes, production insiders allegedly spoke of legal threats, sensitive footage, and last-minute deletions. What kind of footage? According to a now-deleted leak, #hashtag here were claims of metadata from photographs tying Meghan to elite gatherings in southern France and the Amalfi Coast during the summer of 2015, just months before her first chance meeting with Harry. Those photos never released, the metadata scrubbed, and here's the kicker. One of the journalists who worked on that documentary has since disappeared from the public eye. His last post? A cryptic tweet. There's more than the palace wants you to #see. Then, silence, but the eternity doesn't forget. And neither do the accounts that live in the corners of Instagram and Reddit, posting archived photos, usernames, old connections. They #ain't a version of #again, that's far more complicated than the mainstream allows. Not a vil #ain. But not quite the victim either. They describe her as calculated, strategic, always in the right rooms at the right #I'm. It wasn't luck, it was design. The Soho House events. The Sudday friendship with Ion insiders. The connections to Dubai-based financiers. Even her first marriage, to Hollywood producer Trevor Engelson, is being re-examined under a new light. What really caused the breakdown #WN? Why has Trevor remained so silent? What does he know? Then there's the question that no one, not even Oprah, has a #scared. Why won't Meghan ever address yacht girl rumors? Not a denial. Not a joke. Not even a dismissal. Just silence. Some say it's because the rumors are beneath #H her. Others say it's legal advice. But in the modern world, silence is rarely innocent. Especially when your public image is built on transparent #Y, truth-telling, and breaking free from the past. Which brings us to perhaps the most shocking why of all, whispered quietly, but grow whingy louder each time a new leak surfaces. That Meghan's past is being actively protected. Not just by lawyers, but by the very institutions she claims to have fled. Think about that. If even a sliver of her alleged past intersects with fake #use like Prince Andrew, then exposing that connection doesn't just damage Meghan, it reopens the Epstein scandal, the royal family's W#, or SNIG #Khmer. It forces the palace to explain why it allowed certain people into its orbit. And it risks unraveling not just reputations, but structures of power. So instead, we get silence. Strategic erasure. Legal blocks. No comments. And the more we're told not to the more people dig. Because the #S isn't just about Meghan anymore. It's about what her story represents. A fairy tale built on mystery. A duchess, cloaked in curated history. A woman whose ambition may have intersected with something are more dangerous than the press ever dared to explore. And as long as those files stay locked, the theories will only grow. So here's the final thought. Maybe Meghan never did anything sinister, maybe the yacht invites were innocent. Maybe her rise was just fast, not fake. But if that's the case, why are so many people still scared of the truth? Because the past doesn't have to be endless to be threatening. It only has to be inconvenient, and #Meghan Markle's past. It may just be the most inconvenient.